broad-based government. Now look at the numbers, and I want these numbers to be on record. In the 1997 census that was put in, the Kikuyu population was running at around 26% of the vote. It was followed by the Luhya population at 18% of the vote, which was followed by the Kalenjin at 12% of the vote, and the Luo nation at 8%, and the Kamba at 5%. Now, if you look at the numbers as the demographics show, you will be able to see at a Kalonzo wa Munyoro ticket, in terms of coming together, starts at 31%. If Sifuna and company support such a coalition, you are able to get more than 50+1, which is a requirement of the constitution to be able to become the president of Kenya, as well as get half the counties, 25% in half the counties. But the reason I raise this is because William Ruto will have lost the Kikuyu coalition. He will have inherited ODM, a smaller version of ODM, where he will be gaining around 8%. If you look at the latest TIFA poll that was published 2 months ago, William Ruto was around 24% in that opinion poll, which is about right. If you add his Kalenjin numbers of 12% plus 8%, he's around the 20 to 24 mark. Where William Ruto will struggle is to grow from 24% to 50+1. And what I am saying to you is that the opposition on the other side, with the Sifuna coalition or Linda Mwananchi coalition, plus the united opposition, they go way beyond 50+1.
Sifuna himself has not said that he wants to run for presidency. It's everybody else who's speaking on behalf of Sifuna. I'm headed somewhere. And even as we talk about Azimio as we speak right now, the Azimio as had been formally formed, you look at Kalonzo Musyoka. Kalonzo Musyoka is seemingly more of united opposition than Azimio. Azimio never really comes up in his conversations recently. And you look at the people that he has paired with. You talk about DP, you talk about Rigathi Gachagua. These are individuals who belong to Kenya Kwanza, and that creates a confusion on what Azimio is really standing for, because a founding member in Kalonzo Musyoka is now in bed with a different partner that were on opposing sides in 2022. And with that now, with Sifuna now appearing here as would be a presidential candidate himself, is not spoken up. So why are we pushing an idea or an agenda that does not exist as at the moment?
I think you're contradicting yourself, and I think the purpose of my being here this morning is to try and explain to Kenyans what is going on behind the scenes, because a lot of Kenyans actually want to know and understand what is coalition building. Coalition building is dynamic, as you say. It is not exact science, but it happens with a game, end game. And I'm saying to you that so far there are certain partners that constitute what was originally called Azimio la Umoja. You have to give those people a number. There is 2.4 million, 2.5 million Kamba votes. You have to write them down and say that that is in Azimio. You must then say that within that same Azimio, there is another coalition partner. And who is the coalition partner coming? Called Linda Mwananchi. And why are they coming? I've told you Karori Omondi is the Secretary General, and he's not there by accident. He was created because a political decision is about to be made. On the 25th of June this month, in Bungoma, there will be a meeting led by Edwin Sifuna of the Western nations. They will start in Kitale and they will end up in Bungoma, upon which a coalition will be formed and a new party will be named. That party will be heading toward Azimio la Umoja coalition. That is what I'm talking about. And they have to be given time to be able to sort out their matters and be able to create their vehicle, which would then embed itself in Azimio la Umoja. Once that is done, Wamunyoro will have finished his political marksmanship by creating DCP, again heading towards the coalition of Azimio la Umoja, where it will find KANU, where it will find Wiper, where they will find Jubilee. Then among this coalition, a presidential candidate will be named to fight Kalonzo. Kalonzo will be the leader to fight William Ruto. And my question then will be, what will the Kenya Kwanza coalition be to fight this coalition? What they will have, if you look at Musalia Mudavadi, very silent and absent, they will have Fort Kenya of Moses Wetangula, and they will have Oburu Odinga, who wants to run for senator of Siaya. So now my question then will be, what will be William Ruto's coalition?
The question is, what position does Karoli Omondi play in Azimio?
He is a Secretary General.
And what role does he play in Linda Mwananchi?
He is a spokesman, the spokesman of Linda Mwananchi.
And even as we talk about political parties and political parties' discipline, one is not allowed to belong to two
No, the
different...
Political Parties Act, my brother, has now allowed coalition making before and after elections. That is part of the reason why a 50+1 rule exists in the Constitution, because no one party or one community can win the presidency. In Kenya, you must form coalitions. And that is why Raila was the expert of coalitions. From the Pentagon, he moved to CORD, from CORD to NASA, from NASA to Azimio, from Azimio, he moved to broad-based. That is just Raila Odinga. Okay. It is normal to be part of it. And all I am saying is that we are building a stronger coalition.